The King's Gifts Part 2 Eyes of the Moon. Chiamaka grew in the light of love, warm, unwavering, and whole. The people of Umudike never forgot the night she arrived, waddled in shimmering cloth, her eyes glinting like starlights. She did not cry that night, only looked calm and knowing, as though her soul had lived 1,000 years. Her eyes were strange and beautiful, silver flicked, wide, deep, like water, reflecting both the moon and a hidden storm. Many who met her gaze felt their hearts pulsed, as if the gods were watching through her. Some feared it, most bowed in reverence. All agreed she had not come from the earth, and they were right. Even as a toddler, she reached out with tiny hands that calmed fever, soothed coughs, and melted pain. One evening, a servant gasping from snake bites collapsed at the palace gates. The guards rushed to call the healer, but Chiamaka, no older than 4, knelt beside the woman and reached her hand on the wound. A gentle glow spread from her fingertips. The woman gasped, and then peace. Breathing slowed, color returned. The bite vanished as though time had reversed. When asked where she learned to heal, Chiamaka would only smile with a far-away look. "I didn't learn," she would whisper. "I just feel what the gods want me to do." Her gifts bloomed with her. By 7, she could hear the cries of the sick from miles away. By 10, her presence in a room lifted grief like fog parting for the sun. She didn't use herbs or chants. She touched, she listened, and the body listened back. And yet, she never grew proud. Her humility was a kind of holiness. She walked among the market women, helped old men carry firewood, kissed the cheeks of crying children, and wept beside grieving mothers. Her healing was never just power. It was love, raw, tender, undiluted love. But the greatest love she ever knew arrived in the form of 2 tiny voices. 10 years later, when the queen fell ill one morning, fear struck the palace. But the palace healers emerged with trembling joy. "My king, your majesty," she carries life. Not one, but two. King Chukwudalu dropped to his knees, crying, tears falling into his hands. Two sons? After all these years? What did I do to be so blessed? Chiamaka rushed into the room and fell beside her mother. "Mama," she whispered, eyes shining. "I will take care of them. I promise. They will know only love." When the twins were born, two beautiful boys with eyes like dawn and cries like music. It was Chiamaka they searched for first. The moment she held them, they stopped crying. "It's like they know her," Queen Adeze whispered in awe. King Chukwudalu watched, overcome. No, it is more than knowing. It is as if they were waiting for her. From then on, the twins never strayed far. Kamsi, the bolder one, often held her hand as if it were his ankle. Ekene, gentler and more thoughtful, liked to lean against her and listen to her heartbeat. Ezinne, they called her from their first year. Beloved mother. It became their name for her. Not sister, not Chiamaka, Ezinne. "Why do you call me that?" she laughed one morning as they tackled her in the garden, breathless with joy. Kamsi looked at her seriously. "Because you protect us." Ekene nodded. "Because when we cry, it is you who hears first." "Because your hugs smell like home," said Kamsi. "Because we were never afraid when you heard us," added Ekene. "Because we love you," they said together, arms wrapped tightly around her. They were three pieces of one soul. Chiamaka tended to them like a second mother, singing lullabies she said came from dreams, blessing them with drops of cool water before sleep, telling stories that always ended with light winning over darkness. She braided their hair, bandaged their scrubs, and whispered prayers into their pillows. One day, Ekene came to her in tears after a hawk had snatched a baby bird he had been feeding. "I should have protected it," he sobbed. Chiamaka held him close, rocking him gently. "Even the gods do not stop every sorrow," she said, "but the heart that mourns is already strong." You gave love. That is more than many ever do. Kamsi, meanwhile, once returned, bruised from trying to break up a fight between guards in training. I had to try, he said, chest heaving. They were wrong. Chiamaka wiped the blood from his cheek, kissed his forehead. Justice does not wait for crowns, she whispered. Even without your title, you are already a king. Their love for her was fierce, unquestioning, eternal. Even in the shadow of power, they never saw her as less than royal. In fact, to them, she was the crown. When others asked who they looked up to, the twins would always answer, Ezinne. And the quiet hours when the world slept, Chiamaka would kneel by her window and pray, thank you for choosing me. Let me be enough for them. Let me never fail them.